Now that I've made this really beautiful, um, you can see it in red, and then I put white shavings. These are cedar, and they'll ignite the front of this nicely. This is a bed of sticks, all facing, so that they're facing forward, just like as an art piece, because I decided that this fire, I wanted it to be entirely different. So this is one of the things that I do with fires. I build the entire pile ahead of time, the large stuff and smaller stuff, and mix it all together and put it a certain way. And then I build the smaller pile of tinder and so on, so it looks like one thing progressed to another, rather than starting with a small thing and keep adding to it and having to work. Build the whole thing first and then ignite it and watch it, go through its progression. So all the small tinder and so on is here. Some of these logs are wet and will need to get started from underneath. So I have birch bark in here too, and then twigs, and it's all intertwined. There's another video that's time lapse, um, and I'll put it on my fire um, playlist. But anyway, I wanted to make this direct decoration, and the cedar lends itself well. So I have this band, kind of like a rainbow, and then it's this arch of wood that is stacked in the square box or rectangular box, arranged so that the logs are forward. There's air in the back, which will encourage the fire to get going underneath and behind, and then burn forward. We'll see. It, you know, I have no idea, and it also could smolder because it's a lot of the wood that I was picking up is dry, but it's not super dry. So I expect a lot of, and I didn't use any paper. I expect a lot of, and I never like starting these things with a flame, with so I'll start it with a stick. I mean, I don't like starting it with a lighter, but it does ignite nicely. And it sort of dry the stick out as well. But yeah, it's been sort of a fun adventure with this creation, and see how it just will see how I didn't expect much from it. Cedar done very nicely, and it's dry. Pieces get underneath things, and there's different parts of this rainbow color here. It's beautiful, and I don't know how long I'll be able to keep the door open. Just say that I have a little bit of a burnout here. That's a nice start. That's a really nice start. And so there's a lot of cedar chips in there. There's a lot of like smaller debris behind it, but it's mostly then it goes to the bark there. So this heats up the end of the log. So I'm curious, like what's going to get started in that, and how's it going to go? I see that the birch is going. It's creating a nice, so there's not much smoke coming forward, which is great. Usually I have a lot of smoke coming forward um, with the piles that I make. I tend to make triangles either inward or triangle outward, and put stuff in between and sort of keep building it forward like that. But this was a whole different, like, just try this. It'll be interesting when it gets started and building it, and then burning down the rainbow with the colors and so on. Beautiful in and of itself. So, and I love that it's that you build this really beautiful thing, and then wipe of a hand, it's gone. Just love that. And nature does the same thing in an instant. And we all experience that. Like something's there and then it's gone. When one thing closes, another thing opens. Although it's usually not what we expect. So that's interesting. I see a little bit going down low, but it looks like it's going to smolder now. It's a good experiment, but I think I need to build up more kindling in this area. We're getting some smoke at this point. So that was entertaining. Maybe having a fire underneath and getting that something going down underneath it all. Because it is kind of built up, but it's not, how shall I say? It's not like really cranberry. So that was definitely entertaining. Now I'll make a second attempt. But I won't do that on film. Thank you for watching. Cheerio.